Alright guys, so we actually have some pretty big news to cover here regarding Modern Warfare Battle Royale. So this Battle Royale mode is actually called Call of Duty Warzone. Call of Duty Warzone is going to be the name of this year's Battle Royale. It's in Modern Warfare. It's the 4th classified slot. As we saw today, it was teased in today's cinematic as well. But now we have a new leak, and this is the leak. Call of Duty Warzone, this seems to be the loading screen, the main image, the main promotional image that we'll probably also see for when Warzone actually drops. So Call of Duty Warzone, or we'll probably just call it Warzone, is going to be this year's Battle Royale mode. It's in Modern Warfare, but it seems like there's going to be a lot of separate branding, marketing it as its own sort of Battle Royale mode. So here it is up on screen again, as you've been seeing. It's very interesting, very cool, and the Game Revolution actually confirms this legit. This is the name of the Battle Royale mode in Modern Warfare, the one Von der Haar wanted for Blackout. So if you guys don't know, Von der Haar actually said this. He wanted Blackout to actually be called Warzone, and they didn't want this to happen. They apparently said, no, Warzone is not the name we're going to use, and they had to decide on Blackout, and Von der Haar had to say, fine, we'll just do Blackout. It wasn't the name he originally wanted. Warzone is the name they originally wanted, so maybe there's some sort of Treyarch influence into this as well. That would be very interesting to see, and obviously we have no word on that, and as far as we know with the leaks, Raven Software are the main guys behind this Battle Royale mode, but maybe there are other influences from Treyarch as well. So that would be very interesting to see and how that plays out with the game. And the Game Revolution actually apparently leaked this a couple of days ago. So up on screen, this is a Discord chat he had with a leaker that's been giving him the Battle Royale information. And he literally said Battle Royale soon, then maybe. And then the leaker says, I would assume so. If that image gets updated and matches the Battle Royale map name, Battle Royale _ Operation Warzone. So this is what it is, guys. Very interesting here. It's going to be so cool to see how this plays out, and we're really finally getting some solid information as to what Battle Royale is going to be all about. Now we know Warzone is the name of Battle Royale in Modern Warfare. So let's go through some more information here. A lot more stuff regarding Battle Royale here. So he's saying rumor here, but it really isn't a rumor at this point. 2 separate people have reached out to me over the last 48 hours to let me know that Battle Royale is apparently close to being ready in Modern Warfare. One of the guys is a really good source, and the other not so much. I was told that the release is apparently soon, and it'll be a sudden drop similar to how Apex Legends released. Not sure how soon is soon. I thought that maybe there would be a chance it could be with today's update, but it seems not to be the case. In my opinion, Season 3 would probably be the latest, but I think it's more likely to drop mid-season if I were to guess. Trying to gather more information in the meantime, I'll update if I can. And he goes on to say, once data miners look at what's been changed in the files, we might be able to get a better idea as to what's going on. So the Warzone leak is separate to what he's talking about. So as the data miners go through these big updates we received today, they're going to give us a lot of new information, because obviously if Battle Royale is releasing mid-season during Season 2, then that means that update that we received today has a ton of files all related to Battle Royale. So Warzone, the Warzone leak we just got was just the beginning. There's going to be a lot more stuff very soon for this Battle Royale mode, and there was already a bunch of stuff leaked a while ago, and I'll do a video going through all of the features of Battle Royale that was leaked. Now, it may have been changed since then, but most of the features probably are still there in this mode. But now we have to go to release date talk here, because the Game Revolution is talking about a actual style that Battle Royale is going to drop. I guess Warzone, we should call it now, is going to drop. It's going to be Apex Legends style, which honestly, it does make sense that they're doing that. They're going to drop it any random day. It would be safe to think any Tuesday. So any Tuesday from now until the next few months, until Season 3, the latest, we could see Battle Royale drop. But I honestly would even scratch that. I would say any day now. I would think any day now we could see this just drop out of nowhere at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Tuesdays are more likely, but I feel like any day they can just drop it. Probably some Friday they'll just drop it, and that's it. Battle Royale Modern Warfare Warzone. Here it is. Now, it's a lot more likely to be around the middle of March because Season 2 just released and they want people to play the new maps, use the weapons, and dropping Battle Royale would completely take away anyone's will or desire to play Season 2. So definitely for a good month and a half, the rest of February, the beginning of March, Season 2 is going to be the main highlight of this game, and then Battle Royale is just going to drop out of nowhere. We'll be expecting it, but we won't ever know for sure unless we get an actual release date from any leaks that we receive very soon. Definitely leave a comment below. Do you like this idea? Do you want them to do the Apex Legends style drop? I think at this point it's different because with Apex Legends, we really had zero clue that that game was going to come out. I think we had sort of a 2 to 3 day notice that EA was going to be dropping some sort of game. I don't even know if we knew it was a Battle Royale game, and then all of a sudden it dropped. With this Warzone Battle Royale mode, a lot of people really do know what's happening. They're clearly teasing it, and it's sort of going to be this surprise thing, but not entirely a surprise. So it's a half a surprise. It's really cool regardless. Let me know down below, would you rather them just have an official trailer? Because with this thing here, that means we're not really seeing a full hype or a full marketing hype train, you know, sort of behind this Warzone Battle Royale mode being released. It's sort of just going to drop. We got the teaser in Modern Warfare, and that's pretty much it. So moving on here, someone asked the Gamer Revolution, are you aware if it's standalone or a mode in the full game? From what I've seen so far, it appears to be the latter. Now, that's obviously because it's a fourth slot within Modern Warfare. That's where the classified mode is shown. That's obviously where the Warzone Battle Royale is going to be located, but it's a pretty interesting thing because the marketing is clearly separating it from Modern Warfare. At least for the most part, it does say Call of Duty Warzone as opposed to Modern Warfare Warzone. So the Game Revolution is saying mode in the full game, but I'm pretty sure it'll still be available for free download if you haven't bought the full game. I've heard that they're trying hard to compete with Apex and PUBG. So that's very interesting there. It's going to be a thing, at least from the Game Revolution, and what he's saying, his information from his sources, that if you don't have Modern Warfare, you could just go to the store, download it for free, and then you'll go into Modern Warfare. I guess everything else will be locked besides the actual Warzone Battle Royale mode. And then obviously if you have the game, it's just a free update. It's added there, and that's it. So that's pretty cool to see. And if they're competing with PUBG and Apex, now that's not a sign that they don't want to compete with Fortnite. I mean, obviously Fortnite is really on the downfall at this point. It's still popular, but it's definitely not as popular as it was 2 years ago. The problem with Fortnite is that it's a completely different Battle Royale. Their clear competitors are Apex and PUBG because Call of Duty has more of that real sort of realistic Battle Royale style. Fortnite with the building is completely different to most normal Battle Royale, so they're clearly not even competing with Fortnite anyway, and there's no point in doing that. Now, some more information here with Battle Royale. There's going to be 2 separate modes. So there's apparently a tactical version and a high adrenaline version of the mode. And someone asked him, what does that even mean? Now, you can sort of guess what that means, but he explains it. One's fast-paced, one's for slow, precise gameplay. Now, I don't know how big of a deal this is. I don't know if you click on Warzone in Modern Warfare, and then there's just right off the bat 2 different options. You have the adrenaline mode, and then you have the other tactical mode, and that will split the player base, and that will make it so you really have to choose which one you want to play. Maybe I'm overreacting. It seems to me that the tactical version is going to be more like the normal version of Battle Royale. So the tactical version is sort of the normal speed, normal health, and that's pretty much it. The normal gas that it comes in at a normal speed, and the circle comes in at a normal time, and that's pretty much it. And it takes like a normal amount of time, I guess 25 minutes or something, whatever the normal time was for Blackout. The high adrenaline version is going to be sort of the different one, in the sense that the speed that you run, like your character runs faster. You'll probably have maybe slightly less health. Hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully it's the same amount of health. You run a little faster, the zone moves in faster, and the game just, you know, speeds up a little bit, and then the game will be 10 to 15 minutes potentially. If anything, that would probably be more popular. If the health is lower and the health is decreased, then that definitely wouldn't be as fun as the normal tactical version, and we'll see how much this affects the game. And I'm pretty sure we're gonna see a lot more Battle Royale modes within this game as it's added. We're gonna have the different variants of the game modes here in Warzone. Just like Blackout, they would have new variations of the game mode every so often, and it would change things up, and sometimes it would be pretty fun. But Blackout, it seems like it's going to be on a lot lower of a scale than Warzone is going to be. If they market this correctly, and if this Apex Legends style drop is really successful, then this could be a pretty huge competitor going into the rest of the year in the Battle Royale scene. And again, the final point here, hopefully it's good. That's just the main thing here. If it's good, it's fun. Doesn't need to be the craziest thing ever, but if it's something that could, you know, be a bit of a change as you're playing Modern Warfare and you hop into Battle Royale to change it up, do something different, have some fun, grind, it would be such a cool thing to see. So definitely let me know if you guys are hyped. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy. And that's pretty much it for this video. Let me know down below. Comment Warzone if you watched the whole video. That's also greatly appreciated. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.